Reverse mortgage is something I think that virtually every senior who owns a home should know about. You need to be 62 to do a reverse mortgage. You may not be able to do it right away if your debt on your home is too high, but at least you should be aware of a reverse mortgage as a possibility for the future. A very common result of the counseling is that folks will say, I think the reverse mortgage is a reasonable thing, but I don't need to do it now. I'll wait till later to do it. Well, waiting a period of time, waiting till later, maybe 2 years, maybe 5 years, may be a very good option, especially if you've got other assets to carry you through. The way to maximize the amount of money available to you over your lifetime is probably to use your other assets first, to use a reverse mortgage as the last thing you dip into. And certainly you ought to consider waiting if you're unsure about living in that home. One problem that I hear is couples where one spouse is over 62 and one spouse is under 62. You could do a reverse mortgage by having only the older person be on the title, but that puts the younger person at risk down the road. When the reverse mortgage ends, that younger person can still inherit the home, but they need to settle up the debt. Since you're not paying back on the debt as you go along, it's unlikely that you'll be that one person is going to be in the position of being able to afford to get their own mortgage or even a reverse mortgage on their own if it's a significant period of time till later. So very cautious thing. Should struggle very hard not to do a reverse mortgage on a single spouse if the other spouse is in the home. People who are quite well-to-do, or at least comfortable, may well consider a reverse mortgage. Reverse mortgage is designed for somebody that plans to be in their home a very long time, often the rest of their life is the plan, and wants to use the equity, the value in their home, while they're living there. For that person, the product perhaps is ideal. If you'd love to spend your last dime on your last day and live in that house, this might be a way to come close to doing that. On the other hand, if you plan to move or needed to move in a short time, or even 5 or 6 years from now, you very possibly would look back on a reverse mortgage and say, you know what, I spent too much money for that. Now some people, other choices that people make, a lot of people are coming because they need to make repairs on their home and looking for a reverse mortgage to help with those repairs. That only works in a reverse mortgage if the required repairs are less than 15% of the home value. If they're greater than that, at least some of the repairs would need to be done ahead of time. Now there are a number of community programs out there that might help with home repairs instead of or in addition to a reverse mortgage. Depending on where you live, city, county, state, there may be a community development program with a forgivable loan to make a repair or a low-cost loan. Quite a variety of things are available out there. So those are things we bring up if repairs are an issue. Then we talk too about senior centers. A lot of seniors are eligible, or can make use of senior centers for socialization, recreation, free meal for a donation. That senior center is most likely to be a source of a lot of information, have a free handbook about things available to seniors. It's an amazing number of people haven't heard about the property tax rebate in Missouri. In other states it's different things. So quite a few benefits out there to take advantage of that a lot of people have not explored and are not taking advantage of. So in a few cases, people decide, I won't need the reverse mortgage. I'll be able to take advantage of those public benefit programs to help me out. So, to summarize what people should be thinking about in approaching reverse mortgage counseling, I think the key thing is to make sure you get a good counselor, and to consider both the length of time you plan to be in your home, as well as your financial circumstances when thinking about a reverse mortgage. Take to heart to think about this carefully, take your time in deciding whether or not to do a reverse mortgage. Take advantage of the counselor's skills in terms of their ability to talk about the range of things that might be available to you. We always encourage people to involve family members or friends in the counseling session. So again, consider very carefully and take your time to make this big, important decision.